Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Blurscraft. This episode, I'm working on the third piece of wall, or what will be a riser, for my board. I started with the same piece of styrofoam chunk that I've been using for the rest of them. I really liked this piece. Has a weird, what looks like a drainage piece to me, so I wanted to do something having to do with water flow or sewage outlet. So I just started by blocking out a little building at the bottom, and then I wanted to have another building that wasn't connected by any blocking walls, only by carpentry. So I built a little riser up for another building, which I imagined the second floor being where the workers, whoever mans this sewage off flow or water outlet for the city where they live. I did the carpentry with balsa wood. I did the walls are all with that same kind of corrugated plastic card from the same sign I've been building everything with. While building this, I left it completely separate from the big styrofoam piece because I wanted to be able to get in there and do some details and whatever other little carpentry stuff before mounting it to it. Plus, I didn't know where I was going to do bricks and all that. So, after flooring that in, I was just sitting there and I looked down and I saw this purple piece of kids building toys. They're like tubes. I seen it off of Eric's Hobby Workshop. He uses them a lot in his like Necromunda builds, so I had gotten some for some of the Necromunda stuff I was working on, and I looked down and saw that, and I was like, that could be a water wheel. So I proceeded to build a water wheel. As I've said in my previous videos, there's a point while building for me when the piece actually starts to tell me the story of what it is. And this is the exact moment when I picked up that piece and saw a water wheel. I knew that this was some sort of sewage or aqueduct water transfer station, and that brought the whole piece together. So I built this water wheel using balsa wood and some coffee stir sticks, but they're really small coffee stir sticks. I didn't realize how small they were when I got them, but you know, craft sticks and that type of stuff is kind of a crapshoot. Every time you get some, all the different companies have different sizes, so you kind of just have to use the different sizes, what you can get your hands on. After building the water wheel and getting that kind of idea and the whole concept of the piece, I then stuccoed the outside, give it some good texture, give it some good protection. I have a different all-purpose joint compound that I used this time as opposed to the pink stuff. It's just what was available to me. I then built the stairs. You can check out on my channel the tutorial for building scratch building stairs, model friendly stairs, if you want to check that out. I also built a little rod for the water wheel and put that so that the bottom building is a gear house. After that, I wanted some way to be able to climb up the piece, so I took some old shingled roof from an older build that I had busted apart because I didn't like the way that it looked, and I used the busted pieces, broke them up, added some other pieces, glued back some of the shingles that had come off various places on the build just to give it a look like a collapsed building. It also works pretty well for height distance for models to be able to move up and have action all the ways up the piece, which I like. I then built the door and the door frame around it in bricks and glued the front piece on to the actual styrofoam piece, and then started bricking it in. I didn't record, once again, I didn't record a giant time lapse of bricking because I brought it upstairs and watched a movie while I did it so that I didn't lose my brain. After getting up to the top part, I put in a little, like, aqueduct gate where you can lift and let the water out. I put a little spot in for some sort of lantern or sign piece. I then uh, built up some rubble on the bottom, put in some curbing, and did the flagstone technique that I have a tutorial for if you want to check that out. I then built a stairway on the top to bring it up to the height of the piece next to it. Built a little lantern, put some more rubble to finish the pathway up the top.
Hi everybody, and welcome to the finished product, the finale. Yeah, really like the way this one turned out. I like the way that this water wheel just totally just looked down and saw that piece and decided to put it on there. Super cool. A lot of brickwork again. I only got one more of this style to go, and so as long as I don't lose my mind on that one, I should be good. Um, let's see, and I'll give you a little closer up tour. That's a thing, right? So I think my favorite little piece is how this actually slides up and down. So there's some action there. You could do a scenario where that's involved. Um, the water would go down there and turn the water wheel, powering whatever mechanism lies within inside that bottom room. I don't. I like leaving it up to interpretation in the sense that I don't really care. I don't. There isn't a full story to that. It can be used for scenarios, which I really like. I also really like how the water wheel turned out. It was unexpected. I'll probably end up doing more stuff like that with the double layers of wood on there. I really like. It's probably my favorite little bit besides the roof of the tower of the last build. But yeah, so this is a pretty good one. Also like the little lantern I used. I built out of building blocks. Pretty cool. Oh, you can't see that up there. Oh, and I'm moving it the wrong way. Man, I'm the worst cameraman. Here, more different. So can you see that? Yeah. See, I built like a little lantern. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll do a little where you don't have to listen to me talk and you can just look at this thing. Although I'll probably end up. Yeah, sorry, the sounds of the Underhive. I'll probably end up doing voiceover over everything, so you gotta listen to me anyways. But once again, thanks for watching.
Shout out to everyone for all the great support in Rust We Trust, Discord, Hive Scum Podcast. Check those guys out. Anybody I'm forgetting, all you wonderful people, hit me up on Instagram. Yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for all the love. I'll catch you guys next time.